On paper, the task seems simple for the Giants. Just beat the Marlins. But in practice, it's harder than it looks. The Giants have had Miami on the ropes in almost every game this season, yet the Marlins seem to always have the last word. Tonight, Derek Rodriguez looks to reverse the trend in Game 2 of the series. Giants-Marlins next. Tuesday night baseball here at AT Park as we get ready for Game 2 of this 3-game series. It's the Marlins and the Giants. Welcome to NBC Sports Bay Area, and it's powered by Xfinity. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, it's rare when you walk out of the ballpark and you think to yourself, I really hate baseball. But that was the case last night. Now, how do you wipe that away? Well, you win tonight and you just play a good game.
Well, play a good game. That would be fantastic. The Giants took an emotional hit losing that ball game in the 9th inning last night, but they took another one when they lost their closer. Hunter Strickland is going to be out for a while because he broke his hand punching a wall in disgust. So today, what do? You give the ball to a young right-hander who's quickly gathering a name for himself at the big league level. That's Derek Rodriguez, who in his last outing against these Marlins in Miami, he went 6 strong innings with no walks and struck out 7. He'll look to do the same thing tonight.
Yeah, he did. He should have had a win in that last start, but the Giants coughed it up in the 9th. All right, should be a good ball game here at AT&T Park. Stay tuned. We'll take you to Willie Mays Plaza for an upgrade. That's right. That's where the fellas are right after this.
is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. And by Jack in the Box. Try the $5.99 Jack Spicy Chicken Club combo with toasted sourdough. New from Jack in the Box.
Well, the beautiful thing about baseball, you always get another crack at your opposing team. Giants coming off a tough loss last night. They had a lead going into the ninth, not able to pull it out. They're getting set for game 2 of this 3-game series with the Miami Marlins as they look for a bounce-back win. Welcome back to our broadcast, everybody. I'm Amy Gutierrez. There was a silver lining in last night's game, and that was the stellar defense that fans got to watch. And Giants fans have become accustomed to watching Gold Glove caliber defense, especially at shortstop. And last night, no exception. Except it wasn't Brandon Crawford, it was Kelby Tomlinson filling in for Crawford, who welcomed in his 4th child with his wife Jalen yesterday, and Kelby taking advantage of the opportunity. We're going to look back. It's our Smart Play brought to you by your Northern California Ford dealers. I actually spent time with Ron Wotus, who talked about Kelby. He said last night he had big shoes to fill, and he delivered. He said Kelby gives you everything he has every day. He never complains about his role, which is a tough role being a bench player, but his professionalism to the game definitely makes a difference, and you saw it last night. Stellar defense from Kelby. Really fun to watch. Ron Wotus went on to say that he spent some time with Joe Panic after the game, and the two of them joked that they were going to lay off some of those plays, send it to Crawford, and say, hey, take another day. All in good fun, of course. Can't wait for Crawford to come back. All right, Alan Hansen playing shortstop tonight. Derek Rodriguez on the mound. Crooked Kite, lineups and first pitch. It's all coming your way. Stay with us.
As we get ready for game 2, and our game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Hey, it's a great time to get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is open daily. A little warmer tonight. It's 58 degrees. Winds are brisk, humidity is high, and it is cool, and it is breezy. Well, just the way we like it here in San Francisco.
Just the way we like it.
Here's the Marlins lineup brought to you by Southwest Airlines. It'll be Dietrich Anderson, who hurts the Giants, Realmuto, Bohr, and then Castro. Rojas is going to hit in the 6th slot. Then it's Riddle, Brinson, and Dan Straley, the former A.
On the hill tonight for the Giants will be the right-hander, Derek Rodriguez, 6'1", 215-pounder. Rodriguez, 26 years of age. He's a rookie. That's what he has done. In 4 games, 3 of which he started, he's 1-1 with a 4.34 ERA. His last outing in South Florida, he went 6 2/3 strong, and he gave up 7 hits, couple runs, walked nobody, struck out 4. He was fantastic. And this is what he throws at you. He's got a fastball that can go low to mid-90s. A curveball, cutter, and a changeup. He'll throw them all. A true 4-pitch pitcher.
So here we go. And the first pitch of this game is high. So we could start it at 7:15, right on time. Dietrich got into the game as a pinch hitter last night, stayed in the game, and he ended up going 0 for 2. So 3 pitches, 3 fastballs out of the strike zone, and it's 3-0. Behind the dish is Andy Fletcher, then it's Visconti, Diaz, and Gonzalez. And there's a call strike.
Well, Andy Fletcher, it's a consistent zone. What you get in the first inning, you're going to get in the 9th, but it is a low zone and it is tight. He does not have big corners.
And the 3-1 pitch is fouled out of play.
Well, what's the most consistent attribute as an umpire? To be consistent, set a zone, keep it that way through 9 or 16 innings.
Got him.
And a 3-2 changeup, and that's an example that he will throw anything at any time.
Wow.
Let's take a look at the defense playing behind Derek Rodriguez tonight, starting in the Giants outfield from left to right. It'll be Williamson, Hernandez, and McCutcheon. Good arms across the board, the best in left field. Hanson, Sandoval on the left side. Joe Panik, Brandon Belt there on the right side. Buster Posey, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs. Alan Hansen, a start at shortstop.
Here's Brian Anderson hitting at 296. Likes that first pitch, however, not that one. And it's 1 ball and no strikes.
Hey, they're keeping score. They're part of the Smarty Marty's club.
There you go. They got the Gotham scoreboard or scorecard. And it's high, 2-0.
The Gotham Club scorecard.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to get me a couple of those.
It's like the old scorecards they used to have at the Polo Grounds.
Swinging and fouling is Anderson, who has 4 home runs, 34 runs batted in. He's 0 for 3. And 3 at bats against Derek Rodriguez. Yep. That little brown thing will drive you crazy.
Yeah, that's our first recipient of the foul ball contest here at AT&T tonight.
2-2. That little ball will drive you nuts. It'll also make you hate baseball like we did last night.
Yeah, for about an hour. Tough loss for the Giants. They lost the game, and a tougher loss as they lost their closer, Hunter Strickland, as he punched the door and broke his hand.
On the ground foul. Giants are 35 and 38. See Anderson what he does with 2 strikes.
He's got 35 hits and 2 strike counts. I mean, that's the kind of attribute you want to have as a hitter.
Got him again with a changeup.
That's a good 3-2 pitch. Brian Anderson just got impressed. Let's take a look at strike 3. Beautiful changeup. That's our pitch cast. Is brought to you by SoFi, a modern finance company.
Well, if you can do that, it's worth going 3-2 on every hitter. You might not be in the game a long time. Here's Realmuto. It should be stated that you watch that young man keep score. I didn't know how to keep score, and I had to learn while doing this job.
Yeah, when you became a broadcaster.
2 balls and no strikes. I mean, I had a general idea, but I mean, when you're playing all the time, you're usually not keeping score, right?
Exactly. Unless you're a starting pitcher, and then you have to chart every day that you don't pitch. At least that was the way it was. No longer.
On the ground and a fair ball. Past the diving Sandoval. And Realmuto will have a 2-out double.
One thing that we've been impressed with JT Realmuto is his ability to hit the breaking ball. If you leave a breaking ball or an off-speed pitch up, he will make you pay. And that is a hanger. I guess the only positive thing you could say about that pitch is that it didn't get hit out of the ballpark, because that is an area that often elevates on contact. Right over the bag. Third base umpire Manny Gonzalez signaling fair.
Justin Bour was 1 for 3 against Rodriguez in Miami. And here he takes a pitch down low. In the ball game last night, Moore went 0 for 3. He did draw a walk. He drew a walk in that forgettable 9th inning. There's a strike with Starlin Castro on deck.
I don't think Justin Bour was really thrilled with that call in the inside corner by plate umpire Andy Fletcher.
Low. 2-1.
That just evened it up. That was a good changeup. Buster Posey thought he might have a pickoff attempt at second base, and he may have come up a little bit too high too soon. That was a good pitch.
Off the end of the bat is it splinters. It's 2-2. 30 years ago, everybody would be running to see if that thing was corked.
Well, yeah, it would definitely gather the interest from the visiting dugout or the opposing dugout.
The tip-off would be the hitter would be running it down to put the bat back together.
Yeah. Who was it one year? I think it was Greg Nettles that put super balls in it.
They came flying all over the place. You know, Dan Ford happened when he was with the Angels against us, and it was funny watching 8 guys go to the bat rack to get rid of their bats. Hit out into left center field. Mac Williamson on the move, still on the move, and he makes the running catch. Nice play, Mac Williamson. He's loose. Got a good jump. And out into the alleyway. Is this a sweet spot? Well, kind of.
Semi.
brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Panic, Posey, and McCutcheon. Belt will be the cleanup hitter. Then it's the Panda. See what he's done the last 19 games. Mac Williamson gets the nod, hitting 6th. Then it's Hansen, Hernandez, and Rodriguez.
On the hill tonight for the Miami Marlins will be right-hander Dan Straley. Straley, 29 years of age, 6'1", 220-pounder, and he is in his 4th year at the big league level. This is what he's done in 9 starts, 2-2 with a 4.23 ERA. He's a 4-pitch guy. He's going to have a fastball that hovers around 90, so he's going to have to be very, very good at hitting the corners with a 2- and 4-seam fastball. But he has a curveball, slider, and a changeup, and he will throw anything anytime. Australia against the Giants has been magical. 6 career starts, 4-0 with a 2.82 ERA. They've never beaten him.
He was on the line for the loss when Panic dropped that pop-up in the 9th inning. The Marlins went on to tie the game. Giants won that game in 16 innings. And a bell tie strike to Panic, hitting .242. 1 for 4 yesterday for Joe Panic with an RBI. And he pops this one out of play. It's 0-2. Buster Posey on deck.
Oh yeah, buying a hot chocolate, catching a ball, all in a day's work.
Yeah. High, 1-2. Well, I think the guy was happier with the hot chocolate than the ball, to be honest with you. Not the little guy.
Nobody takes your picture when you get hot chocolate.
2-2. That's
they will.
True.
If you get a ball.
Into right center field, but standing there guarding Triple's alley is Anderson.
Hit that ball hard. Let's take a look at that Miami Marlin defense starting their outfield from left to right. It'll be Dietrich, Brinson, and Anderson. The best arms are in center field and right field. Riddle and Rojas will be on the left side of the infield. Castro and Bohr will be on the right side, and JT Realmuto, he'll be in the squad putting down the signs.
Here's Buster Posey. Buster last night 1 for 4. It's a high fly ball to left. Dietrich back out of here. And Buster Posey knew it. And the Giants lead 1-0. He was late in the bushes.
Well, he was, and he will swing at a first pitch, but when he does, he'll have one pitch, one location in mind. Here he was looking for a fastball. He's looking for middle end, and that's exactly what he got. Watch the belt high location coming middle end. See ya. Hits it, and he goes right into a trot. That felt good.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's thinking if this doesn't go out, I'm going to quit.
104 miles per hour, 420 feet.
First pitch is high to McCutcheon. McCutcheon at 263. And a strike.
Well, so far, 2 guys up, and they both hit bullets.
McCutcheon with a pop-up that Justin Bohr has got a beat on, maybe not. He falls down, and it's foul.
Oh, by about 1.5 feet. Lots of wind in this ballpark, and with wind that blows out towards center field, it really affects pop-ups on the right side of the infield. If they're in foul territory, they will blow back towards fair territory, and you watch the path. This is how much this ball slid to the right of Bohr.
Well, it didn't help that he stepped on his foot.
Yeah, take off your skis.
You'll have fun with that later.
Yeah, it happens.
But he's going to give Bohr another shot at it. Coming over, and he caught this one. But I got it. Takes that ball
Yeah, I got your skis right here. All right, let's take a look at the numbers. As we promised, almost 105-mile-an-hour exit velocity, 420 feet. That's a big one.
Here's Belt. Belt takes low. And Manny says, I'm going to get into the act. No balls and 1 strike. How was that a swing?
That's unbelievable. We saw Las Diaz last night do the same thing.
And a strike. It's 0-2. Look, I may be way off, but it just didn't look like a swing from here.
Yeah, it did.
High and wide, 1-2. And the 1-2 to Belt. And Belt takes low. Man, why not try it again, right? 2-2.
He's got his Letterman's jacket on. That's a good one. You got to have some guts to take a pitch that close with 2 strikes.
The confidence to take pitches like that.
And he didn't bat an eye. Pooey! Spit on it.
And the walk.
Well, how far would you go for a Togo? Brought to you by Togo's Pretzel Rami. Last night, Pablo Sandoval hit a 2-run home run off Caleb Smith, right-handed. He went down and golfed a breaking ball, 97 miles per hour. That's how hard he hit it. And he hit it 372 feet. And that's our Togo's Pretzel Rami.
So he's had a hard time picking up Straley. He had a hard time picking him up in Miami, and overall he's 0 for 9. There's a pitch high. He kept swinging through, looked like cutters from Straley or sliders.
Well, Straley can put a lot of different movement on a baseball, and he's a finesse guy. But if you're out there and you've got 5 or 6 different movements you can put on a baseball, and you find out that you have a magic pitch that a guy can't see, you just keep throwing it one after another. You don't think about setting them up, changing the sight line. You just keep pounding that magic pitch.
Straley ran one up and in on Longoria and broke a bone in the back of his hand.
That has not been forgotten.
Strike to Sandoval. 2 balls and 1 strike.
2-0 changeup. And that's how Straley's going to go about pitching to you. He's going to finesse you.
Castro out in shallow right field. Posey hits the home run. It's 1-0. And a drive to right. Belt's on the move. Anderson picks it up on 1 hop. He will hold Sandoval to a single. He hit that high fastball, didn't he?
Tommy Hawk. There has been some loud contact off Straley this inning. I mean, watch the tomahawk right across the shoulders. Tough to keep your top hand above this thing. But the barrel above the top hand. And he just rakes this to right field. Hit a ball that hard, you should at least get a double out of it. As it is a loud single.
What? What are they telling us in the truck? Wow.
113.4 miles per hour. Wow.
Should get more than a single out of that then, shouldn't he?
Well, yeah. If there had been no fence there, that thing probably would have rolled to the San Mateo Bridge.
Yeah, good point. Williamson hit a home run off of Straley in Miami. Here it's no balls and a strike. And he skies this one out into center field for Brinson. And that'll end the inning. Giants on the board on the Posey home run, his 5th of the year. It goes out into left center field. He knew it. It's bye-bye baby here at AT Park after 1. It's the Giants 1 and Miami nothing. All right, it's 1-0, and home plate umpire Andy Fletcher just noticed that Mac Williamson was retrieving a ball out of the stands, and it was not a beach ball. It was just a regular ball. As Castro swings and fouls it out of play. We had our share of beach balls for 3 days. It's not a complaint.
No.
We had some
well,
complaints.
Kinda.
Yeah, but you're right, it was. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, look who got a baseball.
And why did she get that ball?
She brought her glove. Gave her bid. Anyway. By the way, happy birthday, partner.
Yeah, it's. You know, when you're a kid, you go to birthday week.
Yeah.
Like birthday hours for me.
You get the birthday hour?
Yeah.
That's true.
Tap foul. It's days 1 and 2. Posey's home run, 1-0. Rojas and then JT Riddle. Tap slowly. And Rodriguez throws a bullet to first. Check in with Amy G.
All right, gentlemen, Mike already mentioned the Giants receiving disappointing news today that they have lost their closer, Hunter Strickland. He broke his hand punching a wall. He's out 6 to 8 weeks. So now what? Skipper Bruce Bochy said the plan for the bullpen right now is to be determined. Pierce Johnson, reliever, he's on his way. Mark Melanson still continuing to work toward that closer role, but he has some boxes to check off. Bochy saying he will rely heavily on Sam Dyson and Tony Watson to fulfill the closer role. Guys?
All right, both those guys throwing the ball extremely well. And look, you could probably throw in Maranta. I mean, Will Smith has been terrific lately. So.
And I don't think that Bruce Bochy would hesitate giving any of those guys the ball in safe situations. He has that much confidence in him. But it's an unfortunate situation. It really is. And it's one that absolutely stomach punches everybody in that Giants clubhouse, because Strickland is a big part of this club.
One out, 1-1 to Rojas, who's at 235. Two balls and one strike. See, part of the order that hurt the Giants last night, the 6 through 8 hitters. McCutcheon's going to give chase, but he can slow down. That's out of play.
That is the French fry section here at AT&T, one of the more popular sections of the ballpark.
No calories eating standing up.
You know, I didn't know that, but I truly believe it now.
I mean, a couple of those guys love their ketchup. Tap slowly to Panic. Panic's got to hurry. He throws wide, and it pulls Belt off the bag. And that's why you run hard. So it'll be an error on Panic.
I just don't think he had a great grip on this ball.
Yeah, I agree.
Just a high sling, and not even the long boarding house reach of Brandon Belt could allow him to stay on the base. So a tough error.
Here's Riddle. Riddle at 221 with 3 home runs. Looks at a strike.
Giants respect the bunt. Riddle can run.
Yes, he can. Rojas has 3 steals. He's 3 out of 4 in that department. If you just joined us, Buster Posey, a solo home run. It's 1-0 Giants. Riddle started to go, but held up. And there's Lewis Brinson, who's hitting in the 8th spot tonight. Out of play down the left field line, a Souvenir. There you go.
You know, and that's the other thing too about a foul ball. It allows you to take a bow in front of a crowd of strangers, and you will get applause.
Two and two on the high fastball. And a line drive into left center field, a base hit. And now challenging and throwing too late, and everybody advances, is Rojas. Said, all right, I'm going to let it fly here.
Well,
that's one on Gorkis Hernandez where you got to speed things up a little bit.
Well, and with 1 out, I mean, it's a gamble this early in the game. I mean, you don't want to create an opportunity for a big inning. The smart play, probably throwing the ball to second base, keeping Riddle at first so you can keep a possible double play in order. And you saw Gorkis Hernandez. I mean, he was looking right at Riddle, the back runner, when he made the decision.
So they hit Brinson, and he'll take his base, and he'll do it quietly.
And I think the umpire, Andy Fletcher, at home plate, just warned both benches.
Here comes Don Mattingly, who always likes to have a conversation.
He's going to say, you warned our guys? I mean, our guy just got drilled and you're warning our guys? They hit us and now you're warning us? Well, Mattingly is, wait a second, you know, we should at least have a chance to get a guy back. That's what he's pleading right now. He's saying, hey, they hit us, and now we get warned. Now, once you're warned, if you hit somebody, the pitcher is out of the game, and so is the manager. No doubt about that one. Last night it was Brinson who got into a little bit of a shout match with Hunter Strickland.
Here's Straley. Straley out of play.
But you also remember too, the Giants still a little sensitive about losing their third baseman, Evan Longoria, to get drilled, and it was Straley, who's in the batter's box right now, that hit him.
Warning.
Warning. Warning. Warning.
And a high fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. You've always said this, Mike, that after this, it's hard sometimes for these young guys to slow their heartbeat down on the mound.
It's something, if you, we're not saying for sure that it was intentional. It could have been a miscue. But if it was, that's something he thought about all day. And when you're given the opportunity to finally do it, I mean, your pulse rate definitely goes up. And once it's done, it stays up. So it is hard to find some calm. And when you're overamped, you usually miss high.
One and two. You got him.
Good curveball. But if indeed it was intentional, we're not saying that it is. That is the way that it should be done.
Well, we're not saying it is. The umpires pretty much say it is.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, if they're going to warn both benches. So here's Dietrich.
And Derek Rodriguez, again, if he did it on purpose, he did it the right way, according to the ancient rules of baseball.
Marquise Hernandez is there, and that'll end the inning. Hansen to lead things off. To vote for today's matchup, go to NBCSportsBayArea.com or on Twitter at NBCS Giants. As Hansen drives one to right, spinning around is the right fielder, Anderson. It's over his head, and Hansen's going to dig into second with a double.
Yeah, and when you challenge Anderson, you better have some pretty good speed because he's got a very good arm. And Alan Hansen indeed does.
Winner of this round will be announced on Giants postgame live. So vote for your moment. In between the two moments are game 2 of the 2014 NLDS against the Nats. That's the Belt home run. I'm trying to condense this. There's the home run. Or October 3rd, 2010, Giants clinched the NL West in the last game of the regular season. Huff, RBIs, Posey home run, Sanchez win, Wilson save. Posey, Belt now just scoring. So here's Gorkis Hernandez. But the Giants did win that game on October 3rd. It was a pretty exciting game.
It was.
Who started that game for the Padres? A nemesis at that
Matt
time.
Latos.
Yeah, exactly. Gorkis hits a high drive to left. Back is Dietrich. It is out of here. Number 8 for Gorkis Hernandez.
He gets a breaking ball, and he was not fooled. This is just the definition of a true hanging breaking ball, and he does what you're supposed to do with it. Boom!
So here's Derek Rodriguez, who takes a strike.
I think taking a strike was a good decision.
Yeah, no, look, Australia wants to get out of the game right now. You can just hit Rodriguez. 1 ball and 1 strike. Rodriguez does have a hit. He's 1 for 5. Here it's 1 and 2.
Take a look at Gorkis Hernandez home run from the splash can. Oh, that was no cheapie. That's halfway up the bleachers. It's got to be over 400 feet.
Out of play. I think that Derek Rodriguez can hit the fastball. Usually when you change from being a position player to a pitcher, it's usually because you can't hit anything that spins. Two and 2.
Derek Rodriguez, a former 6th round pick of the Minnesota Twins in 2011. He's an outfielder.
And he got him. And the other moment, other than the Belts home run in 2014, was the Giants clinched the NL West. Last regular season game. Huff, Posey, Sanchez, Wilson all starred in that game. And Panic takes a pitch high. 1 ball and no strikes. Panic hit a line drive right at Anderson out in Triples Alley. Takes high again, 2-0. There's a strike. That promo that we just did almost feels like you do a doubleheader.
Yeah. You kind of got the day cap and the night cap with that promo.
Out of play. 2 and 2. The Dodgers and Cubs are in the bottom of the 9th inning. It's a 1-1 ball game. That's game 2 of a doubleheader. Cubs lost the first game. Panic takes low, 3 and 2. It was a game that was rained out yesterday. Actually rained out last night. Three and 2. Panic takes high, ball 4.
Second walk given up by Straley. Hey, Orange Friday happy hour presented by Lagunitas is this Friday in Seals Plaza. From 5 to 7 p.m. enjoy live music from the Sun Kings, a Beatles tribute band, and happy hour drink specials courtesy of Lagunitas. All are welcome to this free pregame event in Seals Plaza.
The Dodgers won the first game of the doubleheader 4-3. Here's Posey, who homered in the first. And he gets hit, and that's it. He's gone. Well, Straley can act like he didn't do it, and he may not have, but that's it.
There's no way that wasn't on purpose. And Straley went right for the Giants' best hitter.
Yeah, he's gone. And Bruce Bochy's got an issue.
Well, Don Mattingly's got to go too. So it has officially become a bullpen game for the Marlins.
So that's what they were doing. They were waiting for Posey, huh?
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, when we go back to when Brinson was hit, if Mattingly's words were at Buster Posey when he was out there.
Could have been.
He was either at Posey or it was at the Giants bench, which happened to be right behind Posey.
Now, you can understand the sensitivity of Bruce Bochy because he's already lost his starting third baseman for 8 weeks. Evan Longoria, with a broken hand, hit on a fastball from Dan Straley in Miami. So Giants had a half an attitude coming to this series anyway. And now you've got one of the centerpieces in your. This is the hit on the hand of Longoria. Now this was not intentional, trying to jam him. Doesn't matter. He broke his hand. So now Buster Posey or Bruce Bochy upset because now another centerpiece in his lineup being thrown at purposely. Posey. Strickland going up high and tight to Brinson, and the same at bat in a 1-2 count. Brinson hits the base hit. That was the difference maker, and he was wolfing down the first base line, and that kind of continued as Strickland left the field. Judge saying you can't wolf on the first base line going down on a base hit. Anyway, all fun and games here at the yard. Boys will be boys. Take a look at the retaliation. Gets him in the arm, below the shoulder. Below the shoulder is the key.
Well,
don't forget, there's one more game in this series, folks. This is not over between these two teams. I would imagine tomorrow they would put a warning on the very first pitch of the game.
could be.
If that is done, it's usually mandated by the league office. Umpires, if it's their own decision, I don't think that they would put a warning on the first pitch, but I fully expect that tomorrow is a possibility.
And by the way, because Straley's out, that doesn't mean the warning's over with.
No, warning is here on out. But this is a veteran crew. They've handled this before. With the exception of Visconti, Jansen Visconti, the rookie umpire at first base. All the other three are veterans. Laz Diaz, Andy Fletcher, and Manny Gonzalez. They've been through this before.
So this is Hernandez. Eliezer Hernandez. And it would be wise now for Derek Rodriguez to forget about all this nonsense.
Yeah, he can't get wrapped up in it. And I'm sure that Kurt Young, Giants pitching coach, is going to be telling the young right-hander that very thing. Eliezer Hernandez is up and down this year. It is a weird deal when you have to go out there and warm up in front of an audience. I mean, you know that everybody wants you to do it as quickly as you can. You try to be as efficient and do it in less time, but you have to get ready. Hernandez is a guy that kind of a three-pitch guy, fastball, slider, changeup.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts.
Take a look at the numbers in 9 games, 0-4 with a 4.18 ERA.
Well, Michael, let me see if he walks people and if he's wild, because that would not be a good thing in this game to be wild.
He's only got 7 walks in 28 innings. How many guys has he hit?
Well, he's hit 8 people. No, just kidding. The Giants saw
this is when Don Mattingly came out after Brinson was hit. He was upset that his team got warned, basically saying what every manager has ever said. He said, hey, we deserve an opportunity to retaliate. And right there at the end, I couldn't tell if Mattingly was looking at Posey or if he was looking at Andy Fletcher, the home plate umpire.
Hernandez, by the way, Mike, got the loss in that extra inning game in Miami. So here's McCutchen. Is everybody now back in their seats? McCutchen popped out to Justin Bohr in the first inning. And he nubs one off the end of the bat. And this is going to be a thing of beauty. And the bases are loaded. And that's going to bring up Belt. Nobody has hit the ball harder this year into bad luck than Andrew McCutchen. Well, he kind of got one back there.
Yeah, he's owed a few, no doubt.
Belt drew a walk in the first. With Sandoval to follow. And a strike, and it's 0-1. Belt is average right at 300. And he takes high and wide, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, he's going to make Hernandez work. Situation is simple. Get a fly ball deep enough in the outfield to score that run from third. Pretty good speed with Panic at third. As we mentioned, outstanding arms in center and in right. Anderson in right field, he has 4 assists on the year. That leads the Marlins. That's a good, accurate, strong arm.
Well, I think I saw where that ball ended up outside the box. Did I?
Yeah, Brandon Belt not happy about the call. But now, I mean, there's been 2 pitches in this 4-pitch sequence that have been outside. You got to cover it now. That was a good pitch. That could have gone either way. So I guess you could say the count is where it should be.
It's where it should be. However, I wouldn't take any of the next pitches, whether they're close or not. And the walk. Bell with an RBI on the bases loaded walk. Goes on Straley's numbers. And here's Sandoval. Sandoval with a base hit in the first inning.
Yeah, and it was a base hit plus because he hit it 113 miles per hour. Ball that was just above his shoulder.
I don't think Bruce Bochy has to remind his team that they led in the game last night 4-0.
No, they do not. Giants know against this Marlins club they need to get in the add-on mentality.
On the ground up the middle and the backhand. Shovels it for one, and that's a double play. And that'll end the inning. Giants score 3 times. Gorkis Hernandez with his 8th of the year, and it's bye-bye baby. 3rd inning coming up.
Authentic fans of the game. Fans are encouraged to enter to win online at NBCSportsBayArea.com/Giants AFOG. The fan who wins receives 2 tickets to the games on Say Hey Tuesday, a Giants prize pack, and will be on the broadcast. The fan of the game tonight is Nancy Bregman, who is with her son Vincent. So, Nancy, good to see you. Wishing you a happy birthday, partner.
Yeah, absolutely. If I could go down there, I would go down there and sign it right now. Just leave my post, but thank you. Anderson struck out in the first. There's a little flare to right, but McCutcheon's going to come in and make the catch. All right, so here you are. There's warnings, right?
Yeah.
You pitch inside, you try to, you avoid it. What do you do?
Well, you have to pitch your game, but it is nerve-wracking, especially if you're a starting pitcher out there like Rodriguez, who's got a 4-run lead. You don't want to throw something inside, lose it, hit a guy, and get tossed.
Here's Remuto, who doubled down the left field line.
Xfinity X1 customers say, show me the San Francisco Giants into your X1 voice remote. Get live stats on your TV. Change the way you experience TV with Xfinity X1.
On the ground to third. Sandoval has a hop come up on him, and he guns one to first. 2 down.
Sunday hop?
As long as it's that far out in front of you, you can adjust to it, but still you don't like them, because that's not where you expected it to be.
That was
there we
hop
go.
at the
Oh,
end. Right above the belt. He was expecting that to be down around the knees.
Justin Bohr, he went out into the gap that Mac Williamson tracked down in a nice play. Two balls and no strikes. Pours it in there at 2-1. Hansen now will go to the shortstop position. Sandoval will play to the right of second base. 2 balls and a strike. High and foul. Down the left field line and out of play. Three and 2.
Changeup has been a really good pitch for Derek Rodriguez tonight in fastball counts, especially in 3-2 situations. Posey wants a fastball.
Rodriguez snares it and throws him out, and that'll end the inning. Mac Williamson will lead things off.
Shut down inning.
June 22nd through 24th. Get your tickets at WeatherTechRaceway.com.
Giants with a 4-0 lead as Mac Williamson will step up. And he'll take down low. Yeah, one dressed right, the other not so much.
Yeah, he doesn't care. It's more important to be cool than to be warm at a certain age of your life.
Well, I don't know if he's that cool, to be honest with you.
He's into comfort. I know that much.
2-1 out of Williamson. Tap foul. 2-2. Mac Williamson hit a fly ball to center field in the first. Rolls to third, charging is Rojas, and he'll throw him out. Well, Friday is fireworks night and is presented by Snapple. It's also Beatles night. And your special package for Beatles night includes a t-shirt featuring the Fab Four, Crawford, Panic, Belton, Posey, Giants and Padres. You get a ticket to that. sfgiants.com/special events. We get our own Fab Four.
Yeah, I don't know if that was working.
They caught us at a really, really weak moment.
Yeah. Before
like
coffee.
After the game last night. 1-1 to Hansen. Hansen double over the head of Anderson to open up the second. Two balls and one strike. Marquis Hernandez to follow. Three and one. If you remember in that extra inning game, it was the effectiveness of Ty Block against the effectiveness of this guy on the mound, Hernandez. There's a shot into right field, a base hit.
That's an ineffective fastball. 2 hits tonight from Alan Hansen, and both have been bullets.
Marquis Hernandez hit his 8th of the year.
Got to hang a breaking ball from Dan Straley, and proceeded to hit number 8. Both home runs the Giants have hit tonight, they have known right out the get-go that they weren't coming back.
Hansen's got 3 steals on the year. And the first pitch misses, 1 ball and no strikes. High, 2-0. Marquis looking down at Ron Wotus, and Ron Wotus did not give a sign. If he did, I missed it.
He gave him to hit the ball the ballpark side.
And instead, he loops one, and that's going to fall. So a bloop, bringing Derek Rodriguez to the plate. Ron Wotus going with the verbal sign to Derek Rodriguez, who struck out looking in the second. Is he going to make it?
Oh, yeah. It could have been his maiden voyage around the track, though.
Pickoff play. Not a bad idea, but sometimes those plays go haywire.
I mean, that's kind of a tough one. You got to be heads up as a runner, because a lot of runners they'll follow the shortstop as the shortstop comes in on him and heads to third. And kind of get your momentum going one way, and you can be susceptible as that second baseman comes over.
So Rodriguez pops out. Well, that's one way not to bunt or hit into a double play. Although that guy doesn't look too pleased.
No, he's still upset about Buster Posey getting hit. And what we found out in that conversation Don Mattingly had with plate umpire, last thing he said when he left, he looked over at Buster Posey and said, "You're next." And that's why Bruce Bochy lost his mind when Posey got hit.
Here's Panic. Panic takes a strike, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, so if a manager says you're next, he's kind of warning you. You could put some protective gear on.
Absolutely. Hansen at second. Hernandez at first. One ball and one strike.
I mean, you played a long time. How many times did you absolutely know for sure, 100%, that you stepped in that batter's box, you were going to get drilled?
More than you'd think.
Yeah.
I heard Gene Mock yell out to the pitcher, "Hit him." I say, hey, he's got to be talking about me, right? I'm in the box.
I would think so.
And it was Jerry Kuzman who was on the mound. I got a hit.
Hey, bless your heart. I'd have been in the take mode at least.
I did karaoke's all the way down to first.
Were you looking in the dugout?
No, I was afraid I was going to get hit again.
But you wanted to.
Skied into center field for Brinson. Now he comes racing in, and he makes a sliding catch, and that's going to end the inning. Fourth inning coming up. It's 4-0 Giants.
The grind that comes through every time. See your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
4-0 Giants as Starlin Castro is going to hit first. Castro hit one back to Rodriguez, and here he takes a strike. Rojas and then Riddle. 2-1 on the pitch, way outside and low.
I think missed by a wide margin with that curveball. If you have a curveball, a good one like Rodriguez has, it's a good thing to throw it back to back. Throw a second one after you've missed badly with it. Posey wants a fastball.
Hit on the ground, and Panic is going to have this one squirt off his glove and carry him into right field.
Base hit.
All right, let's check in with Amy G. Amy?
Well, gentlemen, yesterday, Joey Bart, the Giants' first-round draft pick, got to meet one of his mentors, Buster Posey. And it doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but it was 10 years ago. Buster Posey was in the exact same spot as Joey Bart when he met then San Francisco Giants catcher Benji Molina. I talked to Buster today about Benji, and he said Benji felt it was so important for Buster to feel welcomed by a guy who had the job. He said when you're a young, high draft pick, you come with high expectations, and Benji took him under his wing, gave him knowledge, and never gave him the cold shoulder, knowing that he would be his replacement. The two still stay in touch. Buster said that he hopes Joey Bart really is excited about this time in his life and always appreciates the game. Gentlemen?
Sure seems like he's on the same path.
Well, I'm excited to see him play.
Yeah. Line drive, that's going to be a base hit into right center field. As Hernandez will hold Rojas to a single.
It's nice play by Ortiz Hernandez to hold him at first. You know what Amy said talking about Benji Molina never gave anybody the cold shoulder. I don't think it's possible that he could do that. He's one of the nicest guys I ever saw come into Mike Murphy's clubhouse.
Absolute fact. Here's Riddle, who singled in the second. Out of play, no balls and one strike.
But you can't even put a price on the value of a veteran, an established veteran that takes a rookie under his wing. We watched it happen with Matt Morris and Matt Cain when Matt Cain first got to the big leagues. It's not just answering questions about the game. It's about where to go have food on the road, how to tip. It's a knowledge of everything that has to do with this way of life at the big league level.
One and two. Riddle be a tough guy to double up. So if you're on the infield, you got to speed things along.
Who was one of the guys that helped you?
Well, we had a lot of veteran guys when I walked into the clubhouse. Half the time I was just too afraid to even say anything. But even though Buddy Bell was younger than me, he'd been there for 3 years. This is driven to right. McCutchen on the move. He can't get it. And as fast as Riddle can go, he's going to end up at third. As here comes the throw home. It's going to be late, and it's 4-2. Here they come again.
Well, it's what they've done in this seasonal series. And the 4 victories that the Marlins have had against the Giants, they've been all comeback wins. So they are confident they could do that. Giants are wondering if Riddle had touched second base. He had a little bit of a stumble going around second. They weren't 100% sure that he went back and touched the base or touched it as he passed it.
So here's Brinson. Curveball misses. 1 ball and no strikes.
Okay, that's a good hit. Right here he stumbles a little bit. But he got it.
2-0. Hernandez is on deck.
I always watch a young hitter after he's been drilled, what he does in his next at bat.
McCutcheon's going to give chase, and he'll slide, and it's foul.
Now this is the second inning. With 2 men on. Brinson gets hit on a first pitch fastball, and then the warnings were given to both benches. The last words that Mattingly said to Posey as he went back to the dugout is, "You're next." And then Posey's next at bat, he gets drilled. Straley gets tossed, Mattingly gets tossed, and Bruce Bochy lost his mind.
Here it's 2 balls and a strike. Two and two. Here's Andy Fletcher. Said he went around. Got him.
Now he gets the strikeout he was pitching for. Fourth strikeout for Rodriguez, and all 4 of the strikeouts were swing and miss strike threes. Just a nice 2-seam changeup.
Giants now play the infield in with Hernandez, the hitter. And a breaking ball for a strike.
Hernandez doesn't have an average, but you get a feeling just watching him get in the box, he's got a pretty good clue as to what to do with the bat.
Oh, and 2. Look out. And if you're Dietrich, you're thinking, why am I standing that close?
Well, he's going to back up casually in a stylish way. A little work to get that foul ball. We'll check back.
1 and 2.
Yep. It's a wrestling match. There you go. Strong hands prevail.
Infield in, and the 1-2 pitch. He got him.
So 2 strikeouts with runner at third base and less than 2 outs. Strikeout number 5.
You signed, she has one of your scorebooks.
Happy birthday.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. The value of that baseball just went down. Nancy. Here's Dietrich. Up high, 1 ball and no strikes. Dietrich is 0 for 2. He struck out and he's flied out. And he takes a strike right at the belt. The Cubs finally won that game in extra innings against the Dodgers. They beat LA 2-1. A 1 and 2.
Changeup's been money. He's been having a lot of swings and misses with that changeup. And looking at the movement, it looks to me like he's changing the grip on it. 4-seam, 2-seam. And you can do that with a changeup just like you do with a fastball. And you get different movements, different pitches, different speeds.
Two and two. As that got Buster Posey out of a crouch. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, he may have just thrown that pitch up there just to set up a changeup. Posey wants a fastball in. Posey turned around and asked Andy Fletcher right away, do you think he leaned in with that elbow? That's the argument Posey has. Fletcher said no.
Well, Skipper thinks otherwise.
Watch the right arm. He's got to protect the piece. He absolutely leaned in. You got to protect a piece like that. Why wouldn't you? You're down 2 runs.
You got 2 strikes on you.
That right there is why pitchers don't like protected pieces. For a guy that does that.
Anderson is 0 for 2. And he shoots on the right for a base hit. It's going to knock in Riddle, and Anderson's got a double.
Anderson continues to hunt. He has had something to say in every game offensively against the Giants.
Every game.
So Kurt Young's going to come out, give his young right-hander a breather. Meanwhile, there's going to be some activity in the Giants' pen. It's going to be Reyes Maranta heading down.
And more so than not, a lot of Anderson's damage has come on the first pitch. Realmuto is the hitter. It's 4-3. Realmuto. Will hit with Justin Bohr on deck. And it's outside. 1 ball and no strikes.
Pitch count becoming an issue for Derek Rodriguez. A lot of throws this inning. A lot of throws out of the stretch. He got put in the stretch early in this inning.
Curveball. Realmuto recognized it early, and he fouls it at home plate. One and two.
That fastball right by him. Throw a fastball by a hitter like Realmuto. He's usually sitting in between speed.
And that'll end the inning. 3 runs on the board for the Marlins. Posey's going to lead things off.
they were major leaguers. Kids, players like this young man were simply kids being kids, playing all sorts of sports. Can you tell who this is, what current Giant player this is? We will reveal his identity later in the inning.
Here it's 4-3 Giants. As Buster Posey will lead things off. Facing the right-hander, Eliezer Hernandez. Posey's 1 for 1, the home run, and then he was hit by a pitch as he pops this one down the right field line. Bore over, and it's out of play.
You know what that was at Candlestick Park?
In OUT.
That was a big league hang with him. That was the one thing. Watching baseball games at Candlestick Park and watching them here at AT&T. Play is, the field of play is so much closer here. Which, when we moved over here, we encouraged all of our fans, bring your gloves, you're close. And they have. Ever since the doors opened up in 2000, this ballpark leads the league in mitts brought to games.
Posey takes in tight, 2-2.
Yep, he's got his old Spalding. It's not the first time he's had those shoes on.
Three-two pitch. And Posey out swinging. He tricked him.
He absolutely tricked him. First strikeout for Hernandez.
Here's McCutcheon. Yeah, they're ready.
That's good pocket right there.
McCutcheon blooped a little single into right field in the second. And he takes in tight to even the count.
Oh yeah. Got a brand new glove. He's played hours of catch with that thing.
Hutchin with a healthy rip. 1-2. With Belt to follow. Two balls, 2 strikes. 13 hits in the game. The Marlins with 6, the Giants with 7. Out of play.
Man making the play.
Third winner. In tight. I just saw Scudero jersey.
Marco Scudero, hero of the 2012 postseason. A name we will never forget.
No.
I think of him, and I think of him catching a pop-up in the rain.
In the rain. Out of play.
Screw at that right here. Yep.
Scudero jersey, number 19.
It's a Wilson guy. Wilson gloves are like Gibson guitars. They age well.
Popped up. Very high. Tough sky. Who sees it? Castro sees it, and he puts it away.
Well, it's time to reveal the identity of our major leaguer show, and here's a kid, and it is indeed Will Smith. For a look at many more babyface major leaguers to be, go to our photo gallery at NBCSports.com/fairplay.
Belt has walked twice, once with the bases loaded. And he takes down low.
Yeah, you know, bring your glove.
Ready?
Good changeup. It's a disappearing changeup. Those are the nastiest kinds.
Pablo Sandoval on deck.
How'd you hit on your birthday?
That's a good question. Just out of play. I don't remember.
That's a Willie McCovey signature.
I see he's got Stretch's autograph.
Well, Willie McCovey and Amy G have the same glove. Okay.
1969. He signed this glove.
Got it, 1969. Nice, still looks good.
Did not get Amy G's in 1960.
No, Amy G wasn't around in 1969. At least she wasn't writing her name. She was Amy U back then.
Belt lines this one right at the shortstop Riddle, and that's going to end the inning. Belt said, I've been trying to hit a ball there all year.
Hit a home run on your next remodel with slabs, tiles, and more from the Bay Area's premier showroom, Da Vinci Marble.
Giants with a 4-3 lead as Justin Bohr is going to lead things off here in the fifth. Bohr is 0 for 2. Fly ball and a comebacker. And here he takes a curveball for a strike. The overshift is on for Justin Bohr. Hansen, the Giants shortstop, to the right of second base. And this is lined at Gorkis Hernandez, but it's going to fall.
Hey, we have the information about what you did lifetime on your birthday.
Yeah.
June 19th. Lifetime, you were 5 for 20 with 1 triple, 2 RBIs, 1 walk. You struck out once.
Here's Castro. Castro with a base hit in the 4th. And he takes low. 1 ball and no strikes. On the ground up the middle. Hansen shovels to Panic. Panic to Belt. Two down for Rojas.
Ah, the beauty of a two-seam fastball. Get that thing down around the knees, chance to put it on the ground, finds a glove. You can get 2 outs with 1 pitch. Thank you, very nice.
Rojas singled in the 4th. The one birthday I remember, I was playing in the California League. And probably about 3 or 4 days right before my birthday, I got run over at second. And I had my jaw broken. And I had some great friends. And you know them all, the Newmans and the Monroes from Texas, teammates.
Yep.
And they took me out for a steak on my birthday.
Yeah. And for dessert, you had caramel corn. Perfect.
Another foul down the right field line and out of play.
Did you get your jaw wired?
You know, it was not fractured enough to get wired, just opened enough where you could get some soft food in there, mashed potatoes, stuff like that, which really helped a lot.
But steaks? Yeah.
No, I mean, I couldn't open it more than 1/8 of an inch. But I thought, what great friends.
Yeah, those are good teammates right there. Anybody ever broke their jaw? I tried to sit about 2 or 3 rows away from them on the team bus, because breaking your jaw is not good for your breath.
Although mouthwash works. Out of play, 1 and 2.
Yeah, so mashed potatoes were your friend.
Yeah.
Ice cream.
Shakes.
As I recall, you didn't have a lot of weight to lose back then.
I lost all my power. Out of play again is Rojas, spoiling a number of pitches here from Rodriguez.
This is going to be Rodriguez's last inning. I mean, he's had a lot of stressful throws, a lot of stretch time. This Bochy wants to get him through this inning, but I don't know if he's going to be given another hitter if he allows Rojas to get on base.
Driven to right, and McCutchen is there near the line, and he makes the catch. Sandoval, Williams, and Hansen coming up.
Redwood Credit Union offers full-service banking for all that you love. Federally insured by NCUA.
4-3 Giants, both teams with 7 hits. Sandoval, Williamson, Hansen facing Eliezer Hernandez, who replaced Dan Straley, who was thrown out of the ball game. Sandoval takes outside for a ball. So that's it for the kid, Rodriguez.
Yeah, he did well.
2-0 to Pablo Sandoval.
Plus, he handled a situation the right way.
Three 0 to Sandoval.
First pitch swings in baseball, lowest percentage in the majors. And Pablo Sandoval is on that list. That is amazing. When you consider when he came up with the Giants, he never met a pitch he didn't like. You could throw a 2-hopper up there and he'd swing at it. And he could barrel it. Now, first pitch, he ignores it.
Here he takes the walk.
Okay, so 42% of the time in 2013 he was swinging at the first pitch. I mean, it stayed pretty steady, and this year, all of a sudden, the new Pablo.
It's almost as if he's stubborn to not swinging at the first pitch now. Here's Mac Williamson, who's 0 for 2. Sight, 1 ball and no strikes. There's Maranta as he heads down to the bullpen.
Well, this is where Bruce Bochy would like to see Mac Williamson run into one. Use that power.
Yeah, get the ball in the air. Because you know Hernandez is trying to prevent Mac Williamson from hitting the ball in the air.
He's a low ball hitter. I mean, he can go down and get a ball below the knees and knock it out of the ballpark. We've seen him do it. And not to the pull side of the field either.
Look out. 3-1.
Cunley talking it over with his young right-hander. Derek Rodriguez did a lot of really good things in this game tonight. That was the I want to hit the Coke bottle in the left field swing.
That's exactly what it was.
Well, he's got the power to do it. It's never been done.
And the walk.
Good take. Hey, it's your chance to enjoy post-game fireworks in the ballpark paired with music from the Beatles this Friday, presented by Snapple. Enjoy the AT Park experience this summer. Don't miss out. Fireworks this Friday night. Want tickets? Go to sfgiants.com.
Comes Juan Nieves.
Nieves taking a slow walk as the Marlins start to get some activity going in their pen. Brad Ziegler starting to get heated up. Rare to see him throw a ball in a normal throwing motion, as he is a submarine guy.
Fletcher trying to break up the conversation.
This guy's got his game going.
How long I did that? I'm sure you did as a kid.
Hours. I could do that right now.
We didn't have tennis balls back then. It was like a rubber ball. And those things could get gnarly after a while.
My favorite movie ever was The Great Escape because of Steve McQueen when he would get put in the jail cell. They gave him a ball and a glove. I'm thinking I could do jail time with a ball and a glove.
Yeah. Here's Hansen. No balls in one strike. I don't know. I've seen you in an elevator for too long. I'm not sure you could do jail time for that long.
I don't know.
0-1 to Hansen. He's doubled and he's singled.
If I could, ball and a glove.
So Hernandez starting to throw a lot of pitches. He's got 61. And he's got a ball and a strike to Alan Hansen. Look out, it's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Oh, he's softballing to death, a lot of changeups. Think about Hernandez changeup. I mean, he gets ground balls with that changeup. So in a ground ball situation, it's a good pitch for him for a couple of reasons.
That'll be foul down the right field line. Everybody all right down there?
Yeah, I think so. Bring your hoodie, get a ball. Yeah.
So 2-2. Pablo Sandoval at second, Mac Williamson at first. Foul again.
Another changeup.
Hansen and the bottom of the order trying to do some damage. Hit out into right center field. Anderson on the move. He missed it. Sandoval is going to be waved in. Here's the throw home. Not in time. I thought Anderson had a beat on it. And see if it hit off his glove.
Yeah, I think you're right. I thought it was going to be a catchable ball, and that's what really caused a little bit of a logjam on the base pass. Ron Motus had no choice but to wave Pablo Sandoval in. And there for a while, it looked to be, I think it was going to be a dicey play. There's the play you're talking about. Just grazes the top of the web off the glove of Brian Anderson. So that'll be the last pitch that Hernandez throws.
Yeah, this will be a double switch. When it's time for a change, things speedy, oil change and auto service. Your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts. Catch your breath, Panda. Ziegler.
or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
So back here at AT Park, Brad Ziegler's the new pitcher. And he'll be facing Gorkis Hernandez with the Marlins infield pulled in.
Take a look at the numbers for Ziegler. He had been the closer for the Marlins at the start of the season, and he hit on hard times, and he has lost that job. Still funky. I mean, he's a submarine guy that gives you a fastball, slider, and a changeup, and his changeup is really a good one.
And Gorkis does a smart thing. Do not try to pull Ziegler. Shuck is now in right field. Anderson moves from right to third.
That is his preferred position. Anderson at third base.
Looked like a pretty good pitch.
Well, it's one Ziegler wanted.
This is not going to do it if it's catchable. And it's not. Nobody at second. Coming in to score is Mac Williamson. And it's 6-3.
Well, it's got to be a double for Gorkis Hernandez. So indeed it does get the job done with the infield pulled in. Gorkis Hernandez, I'm going to confirm this, that it was indeed a double, and yes, it has been ruled a double. He's got 3 legs of the cycle.
Yes, he does.
And with the wind helping this ball, pushing it out towards the outfield. I mean, you saw Castro looking for help from Brinson, the center fielder, but take a look at Gorkis thinking he did not get the job done. Wilson scampers in.
So Tomlinson pulled back. It's Pence. On the ground to short, where Riddle is going to make the play. And here's Panic. Panic's going to be walked intentionally.
Yeah, they'll set the force up with Ziegler, who gets a lot of ground balls.
It'll be Buster Posey. See the numbers for Buster against Ziegler. 5 for 21. Homered in the first inning.
First pitch he saw. Fastball, middle in, looking for it. Home run number 5.
And Buster splinters that one. It's no balls and 1 strike.
Watch the way Castro lands and rolls his glove hand over. And it did not feel good on his wrist. And you can see the reaction from Castro, and he's been taking inventory ever since. That hurt him.
0-1 to Posey. Out of play. No, maybe not. Bohr is over. And it is out of play.
So 2 pitches into this at bat, and Posey has looked like he has reached on both swings. He hasn't had a lot of lower body in his swing.
Hansen, Hernandez, and Panic are your base runners. One and two.
Good pitch, good take. And not an easy take.
I could have taken this.
Little frisbee down below, nice little teaser. Take a look at the numbers career-wise. He has not done that great. Hit 229 lifetime, bases loaded.
Now timeout is called.
Oh yeah, future so bright. I gotta wear neon shades.
At night. Posey. Ziegler flips to Realmuto, and that's a double play to end the inning. Giants score twice. We'll head to the sixth. It's 6-3 San Francisco.
Hats off for heroes. For each post, T-Mobile will donate $1 to support veterans.
Giants with a 6-3 lead as we go to the sixth. And it's time for a change. Thanks Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts.
So Ty Block takes the ball. 18th game that he has been in. Most of it has been games he started. Now finds a home in the bullpen. The last time we saw him, he pitched 6 2/3 relief innings in Miami. 4-pitch pitcher.
Riddle fouls it out of play.
And with Ty Block, I mean, he really has made himself a valuable asset on this pitching staff in that he can start, he can relieve.
Rolled foul. 0-2. This guy's like a walking 7-Eleven.
He's got it all. Popcorn, hot chocolate.
No telling what's in that bag.
Churros.
Up, back to Block. Block with the F-felt. 1 out.
All right now it's time for Lowe's whole team together. And the Major League Baseball June ERA leaders as a team. Yankees leading everybody with 2.03. That's your team average. Giants with 2.78 as a club. Red Sox, Cubs, White Sox round out the top 5. And that's our Lowe's whole team together.
Lewis Brinson stands in. 0 for 1. Low. Shuck on deck. Shuck came on the double switch. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Good changeup.
Out of play. One ball and 2 strikes. A 1-hopper. Got him.
Change up again.
Let's check in with Amy G. Amy.
All right, gentlemen. Well, Buster Posey, Brandon Crawford are leading the 2018 All-Star vote in their respective positions. But you got to keep voting. Like, you got to vote a lot, folks, and we're going to tell you how. Grab your computer, grab your tablet, grab your smartphone. Get what you got. Go to sfgiants.com/vote. You can vote up to 35 times. It's a limit of 5 votes per 24-hour period. So 5 votes a day, and the voting ends on July 5th. Keep it going, keep it going. sfgiants.com/vote for the 2018 MLB All-Star team. Guys?
We voted.
Yeah, Amy sounds like she's voted in Chicago.
Well, well, and as we all know, you don't have to be in Chicago to vote in Chicago. You don't have to be alive to vote in Chicago.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that's a called strike. If you think that Buster Posey and Brandon Crawford are leading, you're right. But once you're the leaders, then other cities start to stock up. His belt is going to flip to block. You better hurry. And it's not in time. Chuck will surprise you with his speed, but it's a hit for now.
Ty Block was just slowing down a little bit at the end to gather control, make sure he could time the bag and not overrun it.
What do you think?
That will not get overruled.
So here's Dietrich.
Well,
Good call.
absolutely.
Who's over there? Jason or Jansen Visconti? There's a broken bat foul.
Jansen Visconti is an umpire that we're seeing for the first time. And he absolutely nailed that one.
Way to go, kid.
Yeah, he's going, I got this.
Remember the older umpires used to have their schools?
Yeah, Harry Wintelstead.
Yeah. In the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. There are a couple other umpires too that had graduates of these schools that went on to get jobs in the major leagues. And I think Major League Baseball took it over.
Well, you've got to have a school that provides that service.
1 and 2.
We asked Eddie Montague how long it takes for an umpire to get to the big leagues. He said about 12 years. I mean, that's a lot of dedication. That's 12 years of not making a lot of glue.
And that'll end the inning. Bottom of the 6th coming up. McCutcheon's going to lead it off.
aquarium with the most tentacles per square foot. The Monterey Bay Aquarium.org. And we encourage you to head down there. It is fantastic.
And McCutcheon takes a strike. And McCutcheon fouls it at the plate, 0-2.
So did you just get a phone call from your pop on your birthday?
I did. Dad called me in the middle of that inning, and I said, Dad, I was in bed by now. It's 11:15. He said, it is?
When you're 93, time is not important.
He's watching the game. That's what's important. Is McCutcheon is out swinging. And that'll bring up Belt. Belt is 0 for 1. And he takes low with Pablo Sandoval to follow.
Well, watching Brad Ziegler throw, I mean, it reminds me of that story that you always talk about.
Yeah. My dad was a very, very good fast pitch pitcher, softball. So that's how I basically learned to hit as a kid. Belt goes the other way, and it's going to be caught by Dietrich. I mean, if you can hit in the basement of your house, you know you're facing a guy throwing under it.
Yeah, absolutely. But it definitely prepares you to hit off guys that throw from the submarine arm slot, like Dan Quisenberry.
Any toppings?
I used to pick up those guys very quickly. We had no light bulbs hanging in the basement of our house. They were hanging by wires. There's a line drive down the left field line. That's a base hit. I used to go back to, I think it was Harmon Killebrew in his Hall of Fame speech. He had like 3 or 4 brothers, and somebody said to Mom Killebrew, your boys are killing the grass. She said, we're not raising grass, we're raising boys.
Yeah, good answer. True that.
So anyway, my mom never said anything. Why? Because you're raising boys.
Not light bulbs.
My sister went down and hit a few times too, so we were raising girls as well, or a girl in that house. Chopped foul. It's no balls and 1 strike. So nice at bat from Pablo Sandoval. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
I always thought guys that threw submarine style, like Ziegler, they were good pitchers for Sandoval to hit because he's such a good low ball hitter.
Williamson waited on that, had a nice swing. You really just have to stay back on guys like that. It's easy to say, hard to do.
Let's take a look at Ziegler as he goes just a little bit lower than the sidearm. There was a time when he was lower than that.
One and two.
I mean, that's the thing about guys that start off being submarine guys. They become sidearmers as they get older. It's tougher to get down there.
2-2.
That's Javier Lopez.
Up the middle. And Castro strong arm, and they just got him. And that'll end the inning. 7th inning coming up. Of course, your local Toyota dealer. Straley was ejected along with Don Mattingly for hitting Buster Posey, and that came right after both teams were warned. Gorky Hernandez is 3 for 3. Alan Hansen is 3 for 3. Posey's got a home run. And Rodriguez pitched well. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts.
7th game that Mark Melanson has come into. 5 2/3. He's allowed 6 base runners, 6 strikeouts against a walk. Getting more comfortable each time he goes out there.
That one gets away as Buster Posey has to backhand it. It's 1 ball and no strikes.
It looked like Posey caught that sideways.
Yeah, he did. There's a strike. Hit out to right center field. A little something on it is McCutcheon is way out in right center, and he makes the catch. Another try. Well, this Saturday, the first 20,000 fans are going to receive an Expressions of Bumgarner t-shirt presented by StubHub. Buy directly from the Giants at sfgiants.com. That's the Bumgarner t-shirt, the 23rd against the Pirates.
Do we just have like a subliminal message there for garlic fries?
Yeah. Like you want some right now?
Oh, killing me.
Here's Realmuto.
Yep. Great town of Gilroy.
Yeah, all those years you lived in San Luis Obispo. How many times did you drive through Gilroy?
Well, this time of
500?
year. Oh, at least. Remember, we had to go back and forth. But going through Gilroy is when right now all the garlic's in bloom. I mean, this is not too far off from their garlic festival. And garlic fries, oh, they have garlic ice cream down there, literally. It is the most fragrant smell in the entire 101 highway.
1 and 2. Knocked down by Buster Posey. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hit out into center field. Gorkis Hernandez got a good jump, and he makes the running catch.
He needed a good jump. Tell you one thing about JT Realmuto, you watch him swing the bat, he doesn't miss breaking balls. I think he sits on it.
This is another one here.
This is not a bad one either. He puts a charge into it, right back up the middle. Sweet spot.
Here's Justin Bohr.
Sweet spot. I'm telling you, we need to change his name. It's no longer Gorkis, it's Sweet Spot Hernandez.
Bohr takes a pitch wide. He hit a fly ball that Mac Williamson ran down in left center field in the first. Hit a comebacker to Rodriguez in the third. And then he singled off of Rodriguez in the fifth. Strike. Ben Mulens was trying to get Mac Williamson and Gorkis Hernandez's attention to move a little bit further towards right field, and they both did. Inside, 2 balls and a strike.
Changeup. Lanson's so well known for his cutter and his curveball that you forget he can throw 2 types of fastball and then throw a changeup. Right now, he just wants to throw a strike.
Well, you can throw one in the strike zone with a 3-run lead. And Castro will be the hitter. That's the first walk in the game for Giants pitching. Two Marlins have been hit. Brinson was hit in the second. Dietrich was hit on the elbow in the fourth. And tight to Castro.
That's one Melanson wanted. That didn't miss by much. Target's kind of on the outside part of the plate. As that grazes the inside corner, definitely want a pitcher would feel he's owed.
McCutchen racing in, and he makes the diving catch to end the inning. Very nice play by the Gold Glover, Andrew McCutchen, to save more pitches from Melanson. It's 6-3 Giants.
Southwest Airlines. Low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. By Heffernan Insurance Brokers. Insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit hefins.com. By Xfinity. X1 will change the way you experience TV. And by Kelly Moore Paints. Go where the pros go. Kelly Moore, the painter's paint store.
Well, it's a 6-3 lead for the Giants. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts.
Adam Connolly, see what he's done in 11 games.
And a line drive right at the center fielder, Brinson. One pitch, one out.
Well, MLB at Bat is your #1 Giants app. Customize your experience to catch every moment this season. Download MLB at Bat today.
So here's Gorkis Hernandez. Gorkis needs to hit one out into Triple's alley.
Well, he is a triple away from the cycle. And he's got the speed to do it. Conley, the only left-hander in the bullpen for these Marlins. He got recalled from New Orleans, their AAA affiliate, May 18th. He's got pretty good fastball. It's a mid-90s fastball, and he's got a slider and a changeup to go with it. 3-pitch guy. And there's the changeup.
So a quick 0-2. And a 3-pitch see you later.
Conley, a Pac-12 guy out of Washington State.
Maybe that's the at bat that you get when you're looking to hit a triple.
I mean, it's hard to go up there with the idea you're going to hit a triple. I mean, I know guys try to hit home runs.
You know
triples.
what? He's not feeling so good. Something's going on. There's a foul out of play. It looked like his side was bothering him.
Well, he had to go back on that fly ball off the bat of Real Muto, and it was a high backhander, and you extend through it. You're right.
Here's Jackson, who takes high. And just not feeling right.
Yeah, that's where he got hit by a pitch. I mean, we're talking head on, too.
Wasn't he trying to bunt? I think he ran right into
He
it.
was trying to bunt. That ball, it was a heat seeker who came right up and hit him right on the left side of his sternum. Flush.
High to Jackson, 2-2. There's Will Smith. And Jackson gone to end the inning. So Conley comes in, he strikes out a pair. We'll head to the 8th. It's 6-3 Giants. after the postgame show. Grant Brisby and Therese Vignal will bring you a fresh take on the game and on the season on the Giants Outsiders tonight after postgame live. I felt bad for our guys in the studio and for the folks in after the game yesterday. Those are tough ones to talk about. There you see the numbers for Will Smith.
Well, they're all good. 21st time he's come into a game. His ERA below 1 at 0.96. 24 strikeouts against 5 walks. Just 18 hits allowed in 18 2/3. That's how good he has been.
And he's facing Maben, who takes a strike.
And that curveball of his has been a great weapon. And he opens up Maben with that big curve.
And a half swing. It's 0-2.
I mean, and that's the second curveball he's seen. He breaks a swing down. I mean, usually you get a guy breaking down. It's going to be the first time he sees the breaking ball, not the second.
Got him on 3 of them. Talking about Gorky's getting hit. This is when he got hit on June 9th. He ran right into it.
And the ball it reverses. So when that happens, you know it's a direct hit on a guy. It was about 94-mile-an-hour two-seamer into ribs. High on the ribs.
Here's Riddle, who takes high. As you like to say, still taking some inventory. One ball and one strike.
Well, and you know, how good is his curveball? Well, when a guy is late on a fastball on a 1-0 count, that curveball is on his mind.
One and two.
Yeah, he's got a good snapper tonight.
So Riddle did a good job of getting a piece of it. It remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. On a play. So that good curveball and then a nice nifty 94-mile-an-hour fastball.
Oh yeah. High fives. Quiet ones. Those are golf clap high fives.
Got him. Let's check in with Amy G.
All right, Dwayne, the Giants had the 2nd overall draft pick this year, and they went with Joey Bart, a catcher out of Georgia Tech. And yesterday, Joey came here for a visit, received royal treatment as we look back. He got a grand tour of the park, was able to watch a game from the front row. He found out it gets a little bit chilly here at AT Park. Met several different Giants, of course, got to meet Buster Posey, picked his brain. They're both from Georgia. He went on to share that he was really hoping to become a San Francisco Giant. He said he likes this organization's drive to win. He loves the fan base, and he really likes what he's heard about how they treat their players. So he went number 2 overall. What's next for him? He's going to go to the Giants spring training facility in Phoenix before shipping out to Salem Kaiser, where Buster Posey's college roommate is on the coaching staff. So I'm sure we'll get some scoop, guys.
Hansen to Belt. Brinson out. And that'll end the inning. Nice play on both ends.
It's the big leagues. Giants broadcast on your desktop or mobile device. Giants game streamed on the go on the NBC Sports app.
New pitcher for the Marlins.
That's going to be the setup man for the Marlins, Drew Streckenrider. See what he has done in 35 games. Look at the strikeouts. 40 strikeouts against 15 walks in 32 innings and just 25 hits. It gives an idea what type of stuff he has, and it's good. He goes mid to high 90s with the fastball. He'll sink and cut it. He's got a curveball and a slider and a changeup.
So here's Panic, who takes a pitch down low. 1 ball and no strikes. It's Panic, Posey, and McCutcheon. Is Maben is now in center field. And Panic pops it up. And it's going to be Riddle who puts it away.
Take a look at the Allen Hansen play. Top spin, 1-hopper, nasty. And he throws a 1-hopper over to Belt. So on both sides of this play, the high backhander and then the dig from Belt. Great defense. And that's a big league hang with him. Pablo Sandoval going, you can play him, my man.
Here's Buster Posey. Buster homered in the first. He's 1 for 3. And he takes a strike. Buster hanging around that 300 mark. He's at 291. And a strike. 1 and 2. I think Buster guessed wrong. On the ground on 1 hop to Castro. If you didn't see what happened in the second with first base open and weird stuff happening already in Miami and in the game yesterday, Rodriguez hit Brinson. Shirley came back and hit Buster Posey. Australia and Don Mattingly were rejected. And here's McCutcheon. 1 for 4. And a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, I think the way that it was handled by both teams is kind of old school. I don't think there's going to be any residue tomorrow, but you never know.
Yeah, sometimes an accident can happen. And then it can lead to a bunch of stuff.
But it'll be interesting to see if they put a warning on the first pitch tomorrow. If the league gets involved, they will. If the umpires are in charge of it, I don't think they will.
And McCutcheon with a base hit to right field. And that'll allow Belt to hit here in the 8th.
Non-stop fun. Oh, yeah. Loves the panda. She brought her glove.
You know what? When she's about 14, they're going to not want her to wear that sweatshirt.
Well, I think that's a good point.
Yes. Just pack that thing away for when she has a daughter. And the pitch is wide. 1 ball and no strikes. This guy here must be related.
Oh, yeah.
Because he is nonstop fun.
He is nonstop fun.
Yeah, he's
Mr. Nonstop Fun.
Belt takes low. Belt goes the other way. Dietrich is over and under, and he makes the catch to end the inning. So on to the 9th inning we go. Pre-game live will start at 11:30. We have the game for you at 12:30. Giants and the Marlins. So Yadiel Rivera is going to pinch hit. And the first pitch is low. Dyson is in the bullpen. So Rivera hitting under 200. And he fouls it out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Oh yeah, take your bow. Not a bad. Milady. He is the man.
Maybe they hadn't met.
Well, it's a great opening line.
Foul at the plate, 1 and 2.
It's one that Will Smith thought he had strike 3 on. Just tucks it in on the inside corner.
No swing, 3 and 2.
So Rivera getting to the 3-2 count.
Out of play.
Fastball challenge. The beauty of a 3-run lead. Rivera runs well.
And the walk.
And Will Smith not happy about it.
So here's Dietrich.
And that was a good at bat from Yadiel Rivera. And Sam Dyson now cranks it up another notch.
Dietrich takes the breaking ball high. 1 ball and no strikes. Good swing by Dietrich, and he fouls it straight back.
Got a man making a play. First baseman. I think that's dad and 2 sons right there. And they all brought their glove.
1 and 2. Got him. It's a hat trick for Dietrich. And here comes the skipper. A couple of right-handers coming up. And it'll be Dyson coming in. Giants are leading 6-3. Smith to depart. Dyson coming in. Dyson getting loose.
Take a look at what he has done. 34 games, 2-1 with a 2.51 ERA. He's got a save on the year. This is a save opportunity for Sam Dyson. Throwing a great base sinker that can go low to mid-90s. Curveball, slider, and a changeup.
So Anderson waits. And it's in tight. 1 ball and no strikes. On the ground to Panic. Panic shovels it to Hansen, and that's the ball game. So the double play ends it. Dyson throws 2 pitches, and the Giants come back after that extremely tough loss last night, and they come back and beat the Marlins tonight. Nice win.
Well, it really is a nice win, and I mean, a lot of things went down in this ball game, and I thought that Derek Rodriguez was again very strong in his performance. He answered a lot of bells tonight in a lot of different ways, not just with his pitching, but with the way he carried himself and handled certain situations in this game. Good win for the Giants, and they have a chance to win this series tomorrow.
And they'll do it behind Derek Holland. final score here on this Tuesday night, this chilly night, it's the Giants 6 and the Marlins 3. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for Giants Postgame Live, presented by Toyota, which starts right now.